The date of this video's upload, the 17th of March 2019, officially marks 7 years since the creation of the Benji Thomas channel. Since this day very nicely falls on a Sunday this year, I thought I would use the opportunity to talk about a few things to do with the past and future of the channel. I think I've mentioned this a couple times before, but the reason I actually first made a channel was because my granddad introduced me to YouTube and taught me how to upload videos onto it. This was back in 2012, so I was only 11 when I created the account, and then it was not until over a year later that I actually uploaded anything. The very first video on the channel was a documentary I made of our family holiday to Florida, showing all the animals we encountered and narrated by my brother Ollie, who now runs Animal of the Week. This video is still public, so you can go and watch it if you want to. Looking back on it now, it's pretty cringy of course, but I was very proud of what I produced at the time.
Here you can see the back of a manatee. It is the first and last manatee we saw. This is an internet picture of what a manatee actually looks like.
After the nature of Florida, I uploaded a random series of stop-motion animations I had made using plasticine models of dinosaurs, and that was pretty much all there was on the channel for a couple of years. I was planning on making a video on the wildlife we saw on a family holiday to Spain also in 2013, but I never finished that and only ever made a trailer for it. All those videos are private or unlisted currently, and I only began making content resembling what we do here now in 2015, after I'd been inspired to do some top 10 style videos by Matthew Santoro. 2015 also saw the start of the classic Fossil Friday series, which was very fun to do weekly for some time. Fossil Friday continued intermittently through 2016 and some of 2017, and I continued to create some more top 10, top 5 and other random videos in those years, as well as doing a few documentaries on more family holidays. This time a 3-part series on our trip to Canada, in addition to a video on a tortoise breeding centre in Catalonia. The channel reached 300 subscribers early on in 2017. And also during the first part of that year, I continued making a few random videos on topics such as the Ornithoscelida paper and Sir Richard Owen. I then attempted to start a This Month in Dinosaurs news series, but that didn't last long, and we now have the weekly 7 Days of Science to cover news stories instead. And this brings us to when we started getting more serious with the channel. In September of 2017, once we'd started another year of school, Doug suggested that we actually start making regular weekly videos to see where this could go. Doug had already been involved in several videos at this point, narrating a few Fossil Fridays as well as some of the documentaries, so he then joined the channel more fully, and with the extra help we were able to start creating videos every week. My brother Ollie, who had also been involved with the channel for a while before, joined in shortly after, as did Matt, who kindly offered to write some music for the videos. During October, the channel then reached 500 subscribers, and we did our first Q&A to celebrate the occasion. It was in December of 2017 that our collaborative work culminated in the start of a mini-series made up of 5 episodes, Mysteries of Life, in which I did episodes on how life started and how it became multicellular, Ollie did an episode on consciousness, and Doug did videos on aliens and the end of life. All these episodes also featured music composed by Matt. 2018 was the year that the channel really took off though, hitting 1,000 subscribers in January and only continuing to grow since then. We managed to keep up our 1 video a week for a while, and then Doug suggested that he start another weekly series, this one coming out every Wednesday and covering the latest science news stories. And so, at the end of February we began 7 Days of Science, with Doug editing and narrating and both of us doing a bit of the writing. 2 videos per week continued for a while, and we continued making the content we're probably most well known for now, covering topics such as anomalocarids, tyrannosaur naming technicalities, and our 10,000 subscriber special on Earth 10,000 years ago. In June, we started another mini-series, Things We Don't Know, with myself, Ollie and Doug all contributing 2 episodes each. Around the same time Things We Don't Know finished, we started up our second regular series, Animal of the Week, produced by Ollie. Shortly after this, we had Shark Week, which was a great deal of fun to do and will probably make it an annual thing. Videos pretty much continued as normal after Shark Week. Around this time we did a collaborative video on the history of Tyrannosaur discovery with the Expeditioners Discovery Guild Enterprise, a brilliant channel you should definitely have a look at if you have not already. The channel continued on growing and we were still able to manage 2 to 3 videos a week, eventually reaching 50,000 subscribers in November, which was pretty mind-blowing to be honest. After taking a break while we did some mock exams in January, the schedule returned to normal, and that pretty much brings us up to today. I have no idea if any of you wanted to know all this or found it at all interesting, but there's a quick overview of the history of the channel so far anyway. Making videos on subjects I really love and enjoy, and seeing the community we have here grow over the last year and a bit has been an absolutely incredible experience, and I am truly thankful that it's been possible to promote a love for the natural world to so many people. But this brings us to what I wanted to talk about next, since I'm concerned over certain implications for the future of this channel we've worked so hard on for years to build. Article 13, which we talked about a while ago, is still a thing and still seems to be a threat to the content we make here. YouTube recently released a video and an update on their Save Your Internet site, explaining what has just happened with Article 13. And there's some good news and some bad news. The good news is that the article has been rewritten since its initial version that appeared back in September, and this new text is a slight improvement, as it now recognises that platforms making a good effort to help rights holders identify and protect works should not face liability for every piece of content a user uploads. So YouTube might not have to block as many videos to keep out of trouble. However, the bad news is that the final text is still very vague and unclear on a number of important issues. These include what the role of rights holders will be in identifying their content, what sort of content YouTube must have licenses for, and what the new legal liabilities of creators are. As a result of this vagueness, YouTube and other online services will still end up being forced to block a great deal of content that there is currently no issue with in order to limit their legal risk. So YouTube is now urging people to contact their members of European Parliament, using the link that's in the description, and to express their concern over Article 13, before the final vote happens sometime this or next month. At the moment there is still a lot of uncertainty over what will happen to channels such as ours if the article passes as it is right now, but it really doesn't seem like much good for anyone can come from it. Hopefully things will be able to stay mostly the same for us. As I said when I talked about this before, I had hoped to be able to use this channel to spread an appreciation and passion for natural history and its much needed conservation, and to ultimately make some sort of positive difference to the future of our wonderful planet. And I'm now worried that this might no longer be possible for us to achieve if we lose everything we've created so far. Anyway, let's move on to a less discouraging topic now. Next weekend, on Sunday the 24th of March, Doug, Ollie and myself will all be attending the Atom Festival of Science and Technology Family Science Fair. The whole festival itself runs from the 16th to 27th of March and is based in Abingdon, a town near Oxford that is known as one of the UK's science capitals. Throughout the week and a half that it's on, there are many talks from all sorts of speakers that cover topics such as exceptional fossils, the algorithms that surround us, the lives of puffins at sea, as well as a panel of science fiction authors discussing the future of human space travel, and much more. On Saturday the 23rd of March, there's also a science market in the Abingdon Marketplace, in which a range of science organisations will have activities for all the family to take part in. And then the day after that is the Family Science Fair, which is what we will be involved in. This is based in the Yang Science Centre at Abingdon School, and there will be loads of engaging science-related demonstrations, activities and exhibits to experience. Other great science organisations will be here too, such as the Abingdon Science Partnership run by my dad, and you'll be able to look through all the labs at the various different things going on. We will be in one of the labs on the ground floor, and in here we're going to be talking about how we make videos, do research, and our overall experience in science communication. We'll hopefully have some cool fossils on display as well, and there's going to be a quiz on next Sunday's video, which will be themed around the dinosaurs of Oxfordshire. So if you at all happen to be in the Oxfordshire area this week, and you think you'd be interested in this sort of thing, it's definitely worth attending. There is a link to the festival website in the description if you want to find out more information about all the events and how to get tickets for them, and if you want to come and see us at the Family Science Fair, we'll be there. Well then, I think that's everything I wanted to talk about. Once again, thank you all so much for being here and supporting what we do on this channel. It's been a wonderful experience, and we don't plan on stopping creating anytime soon, as long as we're still able to. I hope you enjoyed this slightly different video, and we'll see you in the next one.